Welcome into the Weekly Warrior Spotlight, where this week we are profiling more of our athletes. Coming up, her last name is known around Thompson, Hannah Hobbs, but Hannah says it's her time to make her story known. Plus, all smiles at the wrestling mat. Meet senior Jaiden to find out why wrestling has connected him to people across Alabama. That and more after a word from our sponsors.
Brooklear Pharmacy is your hometown pharmacy offering competitive prices on prescriptions, hormone replacement therapy, compounding, medical equipment, and immunizations. Brooklear Health Mart Pharmacy, dedicated to providing the best health care for our community.
Go Warriors!
Since 1980, Mr. Bug's Pest Control has remained one of Alabama's top pest control companies. From residential to commercial, we always strive to embrace our industry's latest and most current technology. We provide our customers peace of mind by knowing their pest and termite control needs are met. At Total Roofing, we understand the importance of a sturdy and reliable roof. Whether you're dealing with roof repair, restoration, shingle replacement, storm damage, or a pesky roof leak, we've got you covered. Call Total Roofing at 205-432-8395. Better Lawn and Gardens. We're located right here in Alabaster. We specialize in weed control and fertilizing, landscape lighting, lawn maintenance, and landscaping. We love serving our neighbors in Alabaster. Reach out for your free quote.
Go Warriors!
Welcome back to the Weekly Warrior Spotlight. It's every athlete's dream to make it to the pros. For Hannah Hobbs, she's watched her brother do just that. But she says now it's her time to shine, and she wants people to know her as more than just Carson Hobbs' sister.
I'm Hannah Hobbs, and I'm a senior catcher, third baseman.
Now, Hannah, this is where I feel old when I realize I interviewed your brother.
Yes.
And now it's your turn. Mm-hmm. So he has his own path going.
He does.
And this is your spotlight time. Mm-hmm. So tell us, for those who don't know, where you're going to go to college and play.
I'm going to Southern Union, and it's in Wadley in the middle of nowhere.
It's close to Auburn. I mean, it's got
50 minutes. Not bad.
It's not bad at all.
No.
And now, I did not know this, and for those who don't, going to a junior college, it doesn't limit you after graduation.
No, it does not. They've made a bunch of new rules for junior colleges, and I have plenty of options to.
Because you still get to play 4 more years after that.
I would technically I would be able to if I had a school that wanted me to come. Yeah.
Which that's great because it kind of gives you time to.
It does, and I could get a major out of it. So.
Yeah, because I'm guessing softball is part of who you are. You love it.
Yes.
So thinking about your time without playing is probably hard to even imagine.
I don't think I could imagine it actually.
So we may see you as a coach one day then, probably.
Honestly, maybe.
Anything's possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I want to ask you a little bit about your brother because he, played here. Now he went to the pros.
Yeah.
Do you think your playing style and his are related at all? Do you see any kind of similarities between how you guys play?
I think the way we play is similar just because of our father.
Yeah.
He coached us throughout our young years or whatever. And we have I think we have the same determination and we have the same goals set for ourselves. But I think his motivation has come from a deeper spot, which was his senior year, him not being able to finish it.
Right.
So his motivation has kind of come from that, but also being able to show other people that injury does not define him, because he did have Tommy John.
And that's a big injury to have.
Yeah.
So when you saw your brother go through the recruiting process, kind of gave you an idea, what to expect.
Oh yeah.
And then seeing him get drafted.
It was insane.
Yeah, so you might give it words, can you?
Well, his senior year,
during COVID.
Yes, during COVID, but his senior year was the first time that he actually started pitching. So
really?
He only got to pitch a month or two for college coaches during his senior season.
And now he pitches for the Dodgers.
He does. So he went to school to be a pitcher, but we were kind of surprised because he had played shortstop his whole life. He hit and everything, and now he's a PO in the minor leagues. So I
think softball and baseball, though, you have those positions you're good at, but I also feel like you guys can transition to almost anything on that field.
Yeah.
Talk about that with your team for a little bit. You guys have had a strong team. You've been a part of it.
We have.
You've won championships. You're kind of growing. As the young girls come up on the team, they're probably pigeonholed where I'm a pitcher. That's it. That's all I do.
Yes. And I was like that at first. I played third, and I was like, that's all I know. That's all I want to know. But this year, the mentality has kind of changed for me because I've been learning to play catcher. And a lot of the other girls have been trying to move in positions, and we've had girls coming from the outfield to where they have to play infield, girls changing positions in the outfield. It gets to a point where they have to sacrifice what they know so
Right.
that they can learn something new for our team.
But I think too that puts opponents on edge because they may be used to seeing you
Oh, yeah.
at one position, and then during the game, like, well, that's not where she plays.
of
We
course,
didn't
yeah.
study that.
Because, I mean, I've been every team that we will play. If I'm behind the plate, they're going to be surprised.
Right.
Because I played third the whole time I've been here. Same if Olivia were to play right field or something.
Right.
Like, no one would be used to it.
They're not going to be used to it at all. Be prepared
But
for it.
I really think we will catch people off guard this year. So
Now, you guys have 6 seniors on your team.
We
This
do.
is a close class. So I'm going to end with this. When someone looks back at the class of 2025 on the softball field, what do you want them to see you guys as?
not only as leaders but as sisters, people who can talk to each other on and off the field and be there for each other.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Still to come, meet Jaiden Moore. If you see him in the wrestling tournament, he's all smiles on and off the mat. We find out why after word from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Jacob with Duck Doctor USA. If you would like a healthier home, give us a call today at 205-980-0800 or check us out on the web at duckdoctorbirmingham.com.
Duck Doctor says, "Go Warriors!"
Shelby Fence Company is a name you can trust for outstanding fencing services in Shelby County and the nearby areas. We are the preferred contractor for fence installations, and you can depend on Shelby Fence Company to provide superior fencing and gate options, including chain link, aluminum, and wood.
Clothing, shoes, accessories, and gifts. G&G Loft has all that and more. We also offer a full line of Merle Norman makeup. Come let our staff help you pick the perfect piece just for you.
Hi, I'm David Stevenson, owner of SRS 10 Graphics. Our number one objective at SRS is providing you with the best products and services available. Visit our website and see why we don't say we're the best, our customers do.
Welcome back to the Weekly Warrior Spotlight. The seniors of the wrestling team are preparing to say goodbye, and one is known for one thing, his smile, and also for making friends across the stands no matter whose team they're on. When you ask Jaiden Moore why, he says the friendships he's made are going to last him a lifetime.
We're at Thompson High School profiling some of our wrestlers. I want to start with you introducing yourself.
I'm Jaiden Moore.
Now, Jaiden, you're a senior at Thompson.
Yes, ma'am.
And for those who don't know, a wrestling tournament is all day. I mean, you're there, basically from like 7 a.m., sometimes earlier, till you don't even know to an end.
Yes.
But one
All
thing
the time.
about you is I will watch, and you were smiles the entire time. And you've made, see, you're smiling now. It is contagious seeing you smile like that. How do you stay so upbeat during those long tournaments?
I don't know. It's like I just smile a lot. That's what they tell me. Like Coach Wilson, he'll be getting on. That's why he likes smiling.
It's kind of hard to take it serious.
Yeah, he doesn't really like that.
It's actually Coach Wilson's wife was like, you should interview Jaiden.
Really?
Yeah, and so one thing, because she said, and I noticed it too, you made friends with everybody there, even opponents.
Yeah.
Through wrestling, you made some friendships from like other schools, out of the state. Talk about those relationships you made.
It's like at most of the tournaments and stuff, since we see like a lot of different people, and then like I just meet people at like the bigger tournaments, like really the bigger tournaments, especially because there's a lot newer people, and everyone's like, especially being from Alabama,
Yeah,
no one really knew that Alabama had wrestling. So
I can believe that, yeah.
So they're really surprised that that's a good conversation. So that's what started most of the conversations.
Now, we mentioned the out-of-state ones. This year, you guys went to Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
You went to Texas, Tennessee, Georgia. I may have left somewhere off.
I think that's about it this year.
So the Kansas City Stampede is a huge tournament.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like going there and wrestling at that tournament?
It was like a lot of different people. Like you walk into this big, almost the size of the BJCC. It looks a little bigger. It's just people everywhere. It's like a ocean of just like heads.
And there's like a ton of 16 mats. So you've got wrestling matches going on every single mat. How do you stay focused to where your area is and what you're doing?
Coach Wilson keeps us like away from most of the people.
Yeah.
Like the wrestling's in one room. He may have us in another room. Like at most tournaments, because when you watch wrestling, it like makes you tired.
Even as a parent, to be honest with you, it does. You guys get some pretty hard moves, and I asked you what you do away from wrestling, and you mentioned 2 types of wrestling you're involved in. What are those 2 types?
Freestyle wrestling and Greco wrestling.
So for people who don't know, what is freestyle?
Freestyle is you don't have to have control for your opponent, so you're trying to get more exposure points rather than like control when you take them down.
And the other one?
Greco is all upper body, no lower body.
Because I mean, that's important to know what kind of tournament you're going to go to and what you're going to be in.
And in high school, we wrestle folk style.
And what is that one?
That's like you have to have control in positions, and certain positions where it could hurt the other person is like illegal in their paws. But in freestyle, that's where you like get hurt more. They don't call the positions
as fast, I guess.
Yeah, as fast.
I will say, seeing some of those positions and having a son on a wrestling team, I'm always like, oh, don't break anything, don't hurt anything. I mean, it is, but you guys know how to maneuver it. You guys practice those moves, how to get out of them. So for you, it's y'all are ready and prepared for it.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I want to ask you about away from wrestling, and you're involved in the youth leadership. Mm-hmm. What is that program?
It's a program that we got in our emails. They selected a few people from each school. It's like, I don't know, there were a few hundred people that like applied, and I think maybe 20 of us got like accepted. You have to go around into the community and get recommendation letters, and you have to write an essay, or like it's a few essays that you have to fill out and answer questions by yourself just to get put into like the possibility like that you would make it in.
So it's a big deal to be part of that.
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you do as a group now that you're part of that?
So we have meetings we just came back from the 16th Street Baptist Church, like the one that got bombed in Birmingham.
Right.
We had a meeting there right before Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and we talked about like civil rights and like all the historical stuff that has happened there, and how we're in the presence of a revolutionary turning point in the civil rights.
I mean, yeah, you are. I mean, it's a whole different, but also know that's right here in Birmingham. So you guys are getting to learn a lot and kind of just, like I said, that's a huge honor to be part of that. So that's a big deal for you. I know you're proud of it.
Yeah, especially my mom. She was really happy when I got
I was about to say, moms are always going to be proud and happy for it, yeah. So I know you're a senior this year. We're still debating on where we're going to go to college, but you want to wrestle in college.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm sure we will see that smiling face on plenty of mats going forward. Do you think you want to coach at any point in time?
This past weekend, I went to my cousin's wrestling match.
Yeah.
They have a new program in Central Tuscaloosa. Mm-hmm. I know their coaches are like trying, but they don't really know what they're doing.
Right, it's new.
Yeah, so I coached him a lot, and he just started wrestling because I started wrestling, and he got 7th place, which I didn't place my second year. It took until my junior year before I even did anything good. And like coaching him, being able to help him like place and do something that I wasn't able to do. I was talking to him, I was like, yeah, I think coaching is something I definitely wouldn't mind doing.
Yeah, it's in your blood, I think. Yeah.
My dad's a coach in baseball.
So it's in your blood. It is. It's in your blood. Well, thank you so much for taking time to meet with us. I want to ask you one last question. When it comes to Alabama wrestling, for those who do not know, because this does go online, what would you tell people in South Dakota about wrestling in Alabama?
It's not how it is up north, especially like if you're expecting to see a lot of people, but it's definitely fun, and there's some good people that are going to be there. Like I know a lot of people up north, they don't think that Alabama has some good people, but there's definitely some good people in Alabama, and definitely give you some competition if you come down here.
And they are pretty good, yeah, I'll give you that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Classic Nail Spa is proud to be one of the best nail salons in Alabaster. We will provide excellent service with all the new trends. Come relax and pamper yourself with us today.
Go Warriors!
Let's take back this yard!
Yeah!
Hold on, soldiers. There's an easier way to deal with mosquitoes and ticks. Wayne's Pest Control offers modern solutions that are safe and effective, so you don't have to battle them alone. It's best to just call Wayne's Pest Control.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ann Artavino, and I'm happy to share that we're providing oral appliance therapy for patients with obstructive sleep apnea. This is an FDA-approved appliance, so call us today for more information.
That's going to do it for us here on the Weekly Warrior Spotlight. We'll see you next week on Alabaster Living TV.